your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, a girlfriend's suspicion of nefarious activity results in a felony child pornography charge against your boyfriend. 28-year-old Sebastian Phillips of Scottsbluff was arrested Thursday following a months-long investigation by the Scottsbluff Police Department. Court records say that Phillips freaked out when the girlfriend accessed his phone, and as she dug deeper, she found he had been on messaging apps looking for young child pornography. A forensic examiner from the State Patrol delved into the phone's contents and found one photo of a nude 6-year-old girl in a sexual pose, and nearly a dozen images of girls aged 15 through 18 nude and performing sexual acts. Phillips is now charged with a Class 2A felony possession of a child pornography charge, with initial bond set at $150,000 ahead of today's initial appearance with Judge James Warden. Sticking with the courts now, as a 37-year-old Alliance man facing drug and weapons charges following an investigation that began after he pointed a loaded shotgun at another individual, was back in court this week, and the prosecution and defense agreed to the terms of a plea deal. Corey Rasmussen was taken into custody in February after officers found guns in his car and quantifiable amounts of drugs and firearms in his home. The investigation began after he fired a gun at the victim, but for unknown reasons, the shotgun did not fire, and the victim was able to safely flee the scene. This week, Rasmussen pleaded no contest to a Class 3A felony terroristic threats charge and one count of assault causing bodily injury. In exchange for the plea, a Class 1C felony, use of a firearm to commit a felony charge, was dismissed. He faces up to 3 years in prison when he's back for sentencing on November 19th with District Judge Travis O'Gorman. And Western Nebraska Community College hosted its third annual Trucker Appreciation event at Essential Fuels on East Overland in Scottsbluff this week. Attendees were treated to a full lunch, including burgers and dogs, chips, and drinks. WNCC's Workforce and Lifelong Learning Executive Director Doug Mader says this event ties in greatly with what they do up at the college.
With our CDL program at the college, we just thought, what's a good way for us to recognize this career, this job, be it driving a dump truck, driving over the road. Obviously, we're here by Western Sugar. Trucks going by all day long, hauling beats. Truck driving is critical to our economy here, locally and nationally. And so it's just a good way to have some partners.
Several local trucking companies, including Floyd's, Americo Carriers, and Inland Truck Parts and Services, had their tables set up, while WNCC was handing out a variety of swag to our local truckers. Mader says their CDL training program has yielded roughly 150 participants over the course of their 5 years of existence, meaning dozens of locals have been able to start a new career while helping meet the needs of local businesses here in the Valley. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Welcome back. Senatorial candidate Dan Osborne will be making an appearance in the Panhandle this weekend. Osborne will host a town hall meeting this Sunday starting at noon at the Gehring Civic Center. The independent, who lost last year in a very tight race to incumbent Republican Senator Deb Fischer, will discuss his priorities and vision for Nebraska, to be followed by a Q&A session. The stop is part of Osborne's statewide listening tour and is open to the public. Well, drivers in Nebraska can currently show their team spirit with custom Husker, Creighton Blue Jays or UNO Mavericks license plates. But what about some of the representation for our schools in the Panhandle? Well, Chadron State College's specialty license plate design featuring the iconic Sea Hill location is in development, and supporters can now express their interest in purchasing one by completing a brief online form. To make this project a reality, at least 250 Nebraska residents must commit before the Nebraska Department of Motor Vehicles will produce CSC's specialty plate. Chadron State College is currently gathering names and email addresses of individuals interested in purchasing a plate and will contact those who signed up with details about the ordering and payment process once available. All of that information can be found by finding this story on our website at kneb.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
The Rural Radio Network Roadshow has made its way to Cumming County in Beamer, Nebraska, Mighty Giant Tub Grinders. This is Rod Geese. Rod, first of all, tell me, what is it like to work here and be a part of the family at Mighty Giant?
To be a part of the family here at Mighty Giant, that is something. Around here it is. Our number one deal, when you look at our mission statements, our all the things that they're asking for today in the business world, it's people, it's family. Family is our number one priority in all this, is to make sure that our employees are taken care of.
Yep. Standing here right beside this machine here, look at, you can see the heart, you can see the soul of a Mighty Giant machine. That's pretty important, isn't it?
Yes. So what you see, the thing that is so fantastic about this, is they will start out with this rectangular tube right here. So raw steel. And then they will put the axles underneath and they will start to build that. You end up with a machine that can literally just about grind anything that is out there that is other than concrete or steel. And I've got stories on concrete or steel grinding too. But yeah, no, it's that guy, it's that lady that works here that has the integrity to just take raw steel and create a machine that is just, it's awesome when you watch it, the power, the viciousness of what happens in that mill. It's cool. It's what I live for.
Yeah. You talk about the things that you can put through that. It really does add value to an operation to be able to grind different types of hay and corn and things like that,
yes.
Right?
Yes, because what it is, it's a multi-use tool. So when I say multi-use tool, is the fact that you can grind about any fiber forage you have, any grain. And when I say grain, you know, around here, we look at a lot of high moisture corn. But when you go to the south, we do a lot of rice. We do, we laugh about wheat around here because nobody grows it. But down in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, they grind a lot of wheat. We look at Texas there too. We grind a lot of the cotton burrs coming out of the cotton gin. So about anything that you can think of, you get into the Dakotas, then we start looking at millet and milo and sorghum and all those different things that we can do.
Yeah. You were standing right next to this. This is such a neat thing. Mighty Giant, durable, innovative. What does that mean to you, those two big words in your mission statement?
Durable, just like it says in the mission statement, durable to last generations. A lot of our original equipment is still running. And what I mean by that, this is where we become a good investment. When I talk about that as being an investment on there, how many implements on your farm that you will own that will go through daily use and be 20, 30 years old? On the innovative side of it, it's grinding all the different things out there that it's a simple change of a hammer configuration or a screen configuration that we can handle about anything that you come with. A lot of people will call and ask questions about that. So in return, if we don't have the answer, we will go out to the backyard and basically go do what they want to do.
Yeah, but then there's innovation in this business too, right? Like you said, how do we configure those hammers? How do we apply a hydraulic load to get more work done more efficiently, right?
Yep, more efficiently, and that's what we're always looking at, because the bottom line is what it's all about today. And if people aren't making money, they're just not going to do it. You look at our efficiencies. We talk about the hay grinders itself is creating that forage to a palatable size for cattle to eat. Cattle are picky eaters. They're worse than little kids. So if you give them a palatable size of what they want, the daily gains go through the roof for them.
Yep. All right, Rod, just wrapping up here. One phrase that I've heard a lot is and it's not being arrogant per se, it's the truth. Build the best. That's what comes from Mighty Giant, right?
Yes. We have a set of standards that we must keep. We've had competition come up to us and say that we build the best and that we set the standards for the industry. That is very humbling to me. But it's also a testament to the people that work here. I've often always said, this company ain't about me, it's about us. It's who we are. We are Mighty Giant, and it's from the lady that comes in and cleans on the weekend to the guy that finishes out the grinder on the finish it end, to the QC, to everybody in between. It's about the people, and that is the major difference between us and everybody else.
A machine that's going to last you the entire career that you're going to need it. Again, check them out online at mightygiant.com. Rod, thanks for opening the doors for us here today. Rod Gies, Mighty Giant. Again, check out their website. Thanks for joining us on this Rural Radio Network Roadshow segment.
Renewal by Andersen Windows and Patio Doors, the customers say it best, and they feel the difference every day.
Very happy with it. Very, very happy. I don't get tired of looking at them. And it's so nice with the breeze now, opening the windows, the ease of sliding the windows back and forth. Notice that it is warmer in the winter time, and it is cooler when the sun is shining in.
Renewal by Andersen Windows and Patio Doors, the customers say it best. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Let's take a peek at your weekend community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, Nebraska lottery officials say another winning ticket for their new Pick 4 game has hit the top prize. They say a winning ticket for the Thursday night draw with numbers of 1, 5, 6, and 8 was sold at Nick's Gas and Liquor in Alliance. It's the second top prize won in the game that just started last Sunday and has numbers drawn every night. The first winning ticket happened in Monday's draw, with that ticket sold in North Platte. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday.